All right. See here if we can't get some more light over here. Man. Hey, what's going on, guys? All right. We are here. How's it going? Let's see. Got everything up and running. Let's see here. Let me get the Facebook page up and running. We've got the chat up. And so it begins. Hey, what's up, Doug? Got Doug in there. Let's see. We're off to a slow start today. Let's see. We'll get the Facebook page up and running. And let's see. Little Doug Shoemaker over there. Little Trucker Doug. Doug, where are you at today? Start live video. Let's clean this little camera off here. All right, we got Doug in the mix. All right, I got the Facebook channel up and running. So I have had some real issues going on with my F-16 that I crashed. I don't know if you guys are tuning in, but man, that thing has been a pain for me. So I don't know exactly how it's going to go. I'm thinking right now of just giving up on it and cannibalizing it. But if you're tuning into the channel on Facebook, make sure you jump onto the YouTube channel on RCPlanereviewer and dive on in there. And you can check me out there. Yep. But yeah, definitely. Thanks, guys, for joining in onto the podcast. If you're joining in on Facebook, hop on to the YouTube channel under RCPlanereviewer, and you can jump in the chat and we can do some live chatting and everything. But yeah, so I hope everybody's having a good day. Man, I've had a good day. It's been pretty good. Got a couple of projects that I'm working on for you guys. I don't know if you saw it or not, but we had Doug over here, D Shoemaker. And where are you at, Doug? You're in Atlanta, Alabama. All right. We did the maiden flight on his F7F3 Tiger Cat, and that went really well. So I don't know if you've seen that video yet, but that went really, really good. So very happy with that airplane. That's an awesome flying airplane too, Doug. Very lucky man. I'm going to have to get one. I'm debating about maybe changing the color of it and doing something different. So Carl Roach, what's up, man? Checking in. How's it going? Good seeing you. I definitely I should have asked you, Kyle, about this this airplane, man. That 90 millimeter F-16 I got, dude. That's been the bane of me. It is just I've got the I'm having problems with the that landing gear. Man, they're a pain in the rump. What's up, Justin? How's it going? Good checking in. Glad to have you here. You can jump into conversation. Right now, we're just talking about a couple of things. We're talking about the 90 millimeter F-16, the Freewing that I have. These little guys right here are driving me bonkers. So if any of you guys know how to get this to work, and I'll tell you what's going on. So apparently, I may have fried these by using a servo reverser. I'm not sure. but definitely something went wrong. And so I bought another motor and put it on there, and one goes down, as you can see, and the other one does not. So, and both of them are good. So I don't know if it's the sequence board or whatever. So just to cover my bases, I went and bought another board and swapped the old one out because I spoke to Motion RC. They were like, "Hey, it could be something wrong with the board." And let's see, what'd you say, Doug? There are guys on YouTube that show videos painting and weathering. Yeah, I've seen that. Man, I think I want to do the camo painting job on that F7F. But yeah, Justin, I did try a servo tester, and so get this. So Motion told me that these are only rated for like 5.5. So the servo tester I use, I normally run a 6 volt nickel metal hydride battery. Well, I don't have any 4.8s laying around, so there lies my problem. So I may have to buy a 4.8 in order to try to get this thing fixed. But man, I'm at the point now where I just want to pull the electronics out of this airplane and, just and put it into my F-22. That's how you fried your A10 gear. Yeah. And, they don't tell you the voltage on that thing, on these little motors. So I'm not sure, about that. But, I guess it's just a part of the learning curve. But yeah, I fried 2 of those motors too. So I've just not had good luck with that 90 millimeter. So I might cannibalize it and just say, hey, the airframe's great. Sell the airframe off and let somebody else deal with it. I've already dumped quite a bit of money in trying to get that thing fixed, and I just can't do it. It doesn't seem like it's going to work. But no, guys, if you're on Facebook and you're tuning in, go ahead and join us on the YouTube channel under RC Planereviewer and jump into the conversation. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up as we just started this thing off. We're kicking it off, so got quite a few people watching on Facebook and seem to be pouring in. I just fired this thing up, so that's good. But it is the 9:30 late podcast, I guess you could say. The kids are in bed, so I get my little free time to hang out with the guys and do some airplane talk and drink a nice cold beverage. But yeah, so anyway, that's the problems that I'm running into the 90 millimeter F-16. I want to do a redemption video, but I'm almost getting to the point where I'm like, I just want to get the landing gear down, and I'll fly it with the landing gear down just to, to make me feel better. And then we'll worry about the retracts or something like that. So, what's up, LJ? Hobby Life? What's up, man? I see you checking in. That's cool. You definitely you did some good flights. I saw you came out with your F7F 32, man. That was good. David, what's up, man? I see you're tuning in too. Very cool. Very cool. David over here works at our local hobby shop, and he's a very good pilot. He's a good dude. So, yeah, man. Glad to have you guys in here. Michael, what's going on? I see you checking in. Nice to have you in here, So I'm hoping, let's see, what are you doing? Working on my DR1. Oh, yeah, the DR1. Couple of gas planes. So just so you guys know, I like to fly anything and everything. So it can be electric, it can be gas, it can be nitro. Man, I'll fly it all. I don't try to, I try not to be too picky about what I fly. Yeah, LJ, it does fly nice, man. Your video was good too. Hey, you got to take your wife out and do something nice for her, man. She's like behind the camera, like doing a good job religiously. So, yeah, that's cool. I'm amazed how well she can track that thing too. Sometimes I have JL. I don't know where he's at. Up there he is, Jeff NC84. What's up, Jeff? Sometimes I have Jeff do it, and sometimes Shoemaker in here, he'll help too. And man, they'll tell you it's pretty challenging trying to keep up with that airplane, especially these jets. So I try not to do anything crazy, but no, she's doing good. Let's see. Nice, David. Have any canopy latches? Cool. I'm beating my head against the wall trying to find a replacement. Oh, yeah. Let's see. Michael, you just finished your Hanger 9 P47. You're going to run it on electric. Now, is that the 20cc? Is that the new one that just came out there, Michael? Oh, nice. We're overworked and underpaid. I hear you, dude. Rodney, what's up, man? Rodney Jones in the house. Hey, it's nice to have you. Thanks for checking in. Hey, guys, if you get a chance, don't forget to give a thumbs up to the page. Yeah, good to have you guys here. That's funny. Jeff said he's underpaid. Yeah, those guys help me out, and they don't get paid. So, of course, nobody gets paid. We do this for the fun of it. And, man, it's great. Maybe one day we will, but I'm telling you, this is just a hobby that I love. And it's nice that we all get to share it. Let's see. What did Doug say? Sounds like you owe us a dinner. Oh, wow. So now these guys want me to get them dinner. They're probably right, though. I will get them the very best Arby's meal that I can find. I heard they got the meats. I'm just saying. Oh, man. Oh, it's a third scale. Nice. Very nice. Chick-fil-A. Yeah. Hey, look, man, you can never go wrong with Chick-fil-A. That's a little high class. These guys deserve it. Chicken and a pickle. Hey, who would have thought Chick-fil-A would have cornered the market the way they did with a chicken sandwich and a pickle? Y'all remember that craziness that went on like a couple months back where people were lining up for like chicken sandwiches and then Popeyes jumped in on it? Oh my God. What are we doing? What are we doing? But that chicken there's something on it, man. I don't know. I've been told it's fried in like pickle juice or whatever. So anyway, but yeah, there's a couple of airplanes that I'm thinking about popping and switching gears a little bit. I think I'm gonna get a couple of the Flightline electric airplanes and see how they do. I got my eye on one in particular. I think it's a German airplane. That doesn't help, but I'll have to find out which one it is. Let me see. Let's see here. I'll have to find out which one. I've been having my eye on that for such a long time. Pull up Ocean RC. Let's see. And it's one that seems like it flies really well, but I think there's only been a couple of videos out there on it. And that airplane on Motion RC. Let's see here. There we go. Warbirds. They consider that a warbird. I'm torn in between the P-38, which looks like an awesome flying airplane. And then they have the, what is that thing called? Here it is. Let's see. What is that thing? Oh, there it is. It's the Flightline FW190D9, the door. That's not the one I'm thinking of. Bingo, found it. It's the Focke-Wulf TA. Bingo, found it. It's the Focke-Wulf TA-152H. Man, that thing looks like an awesome airplane. And it's a 51-inch airplane. It's electric. They did a video of it. Motion did, and it seems like it's a pretty good flyer. It looks like it's really good. And that's kind of one I've had my eye on. I'm like, man, I really want to get it. And look, it's $229. I mean, what more can you ask for? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, man, that thing looks pretty cool. The Focke-Wulf 190, that's a nice airplane. My only thing is I wish they would come up with some different, airplanes that we don't see a lot. You've got your 109s, P-38s, you got your Corsairs, you got your Spitfires. Nothing against those. Those are great airplanes. But man, I'd love to see some of those Russian airplanes that they used to have back in World War II. Some of those models tap into that, and I'm sure we might see some of that. I don't know, but that's one cool looking airplane. That Focke-Wulf TA-152. Man, that thing looks cool. If you guys get a chance, pull it up. Look at it on the on your computer, and it seems like a very good flying airplane. Let's see. We need some dual P-38s. Man, we need to take that P-38 and put it up against that that F-7F3 and see which one is going to be the best. Let's see, Michael. You said you've been on a balsa kick all year. Yeah, man. So you can ask Doug, and you can even ask Jeff, NC84. He'll tell you, man. I used to turn my nose up at electric airplanes. I'm like, man, why am I going to fly foam? And now I'm like, I throw a battery in it, and I'm done. I'm up in the air. I'm up there flying. I'm having a good time. I land it, throw another battery in there. I guess I'm just getting lazy in my old age. I don't know, man. I don't know. Let's see. That 1500 P-47 from next to possibly. Dude, that's a tough looking bird. Did you watch the video of it? The thing is, all P-47s are excellent flyers, man. They're just excellent flyers. And I know, LJ, you've been talking about wanting to go gas, man. I say go for it. Jeff, NC84, was started out all electric. He's dabbed into the gas. The man said he wanted more flight time. I'm like, go to the gas. So Doug Shoemaker, he went gas and nitro. Well, first he went nitro and then gas. And now we about got him turned on to electrics because he's like, man, it's so easy. So, yep, here it said, I'm about to convert after my F7. I'm telling you, man, it's just so much easier. Not taking anything away from it, but it is what it is. Dale RB Sr., what's up, man? Thanks for checking in. Happy Thursday to you. Glad you stopped by and joined in. Jump in the chat, man. Oh, we got BD, Tennessee. What's up, man? I see you're in here. I'm still jealous that you got that turbine jet, man. Golly. I want one. But I'm glad you checked in, man. Good to have you here. Let's see. LJ Hobby Life. I don't have a P-47. I just want one gas. Dude, here's the problem. I'm going to go ahead and tell you, LJ. You're going to get that one gas plane, and you're like, I want another one. It's just the way it is. It's just how it works. Jeff's got what? You got 3 or 4 gas planes now? Let's see. Freewing AL-37 airliner twin is what I want. Man, I have that airplane. Awesome flying airplane. Awesome flying airplane. The only way I think it could be better is if they made like a 90 millimeter, or they upgraded the motors. It doesn't even need it. That thing is fast for what it is. And if you check on YouTube, Alpha actually did a test on that airplane where he was like stressing it. He was flying it upside down and stressing it out, like just showing that it's a rigid airframe, and like they did a good job trying to make sure that thing's not going to fall apart in the air. But yeah, I'll certainly hope you get that airplane, man. You're going to fall in love like I did. And it flies so easy, and it flies off of one 5,000 6S battery, which blows my mind. You're going to get about 3 minutes of flight, 3:30 around there. Let's see. You must be talking about someone else. I want a turbine. BD, I thought you had I thought you got an actual turbine jet. Let's see. Oh, Jeff, you got 3. What's up with that F-14? It's just chilling in the background, man. I brought it inside. I want to get up with Jeff from Jeff's Customs and get a plate to upgrade the landing gear on there. Everybody says you need to upgrade the landing gear on it, and he's right. If you fly off of grass, I looked at it and it had like some little compression, like not fractures, but you could see compressions in the foam from where it's been landing. That is no MiG 29 by any means. And the struts on there are very similar to this. Like they're just like, pretty basic, you know, they're really, they're really rigid. So these don't even give, but yeah, they're very similar to that. But the gear on the A10 and the MiG-29 and the L-39, man, those things are superb. Those things are superb. Let's see. Dale, that thing is huge. It is a big airplane in the back. Let's see. We need to be doing a Zoom meeting if you want us to talk. Yeah, I probably could add you in. I'm not there yet. This is just episode number 2, so you got to give me some time to catch up. LJ's over here trying to get me to do Instagram and whatnot. I'm kind of old school, man. I'm gonna have to do it though. Old school's got to turn new school. Let's see. That's right. Yeah, Dustin does cut them. And I've got him, he told me to give him a call or send him a message on Facebook, and he would cut them out. And he's local to me too, by the way. He's not far. Yeah. Oh yeah, you saw the video from Alpha, yeah. Raven Rock RC makes them. Okay. I did not know that. Okay, I did not know that. That's good to know. That's definitely good to know. Yeah, man. Let me go back. I may have missed some. That is wild. Yeah, I know it's easy, man. And you know what's funny is I actually have an Instagram that I have for my personal one, and I never actually used it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna have to take that jump. I'm gonna have to do it. I got the Facebook page up. That's doing very well. I think we're at 1,400. I don't think it's 1,400. I think it's over 1,000 members. So it's doing really well. The YouTube subscribers are up. I think last time I checked, I think I had like 1,400. So that's going really well. So super enthusiastic about that, and really appreciate you guys checking out the videos and looking at them, all the support. And I certainly appreciate Jeff for helping with the videos, and Doug helping with the videos, So those are kind of the OGs behind it. Doug's the OG. He started out when I had if you go back and look at some of my first videos, they're very, very plain. Yeah, that's Doug behind there. That's Doug doing that. And then Jeff's over there. I got Jeff. He helps out quite a bit. He's just as bad as I am too. He goes through airplanes like I do. And one day I'm gonna take you guys into the hangar and show you all my airplanes. Somebody asked me, they're like, man, I want to see how many airplanes you got. And I got quite a few. I don't have as many as probably some of you guys do, but unfortunately, those things, once the space fills up, I have to start moving stuff. I have to start getting rid of airplanes, selling them off. So let's see. They do a stream on Wednesdays at 8:30. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I jumped on Jeff's Customs yesterday, or last night actually, and talked to him, and we had a good time, man. I like those guys over there. They do a good job. I'm gonna spend some money this year getting the jet game going. I hear you, man. I wish I could. I probably could. But where I fly at, I think the owner of the property isn't too keen on the jets, because normally when they go down, man, they make fires. So I don't know how he feels about that. But actually, I do know how he feels about that. He doesn't like it. We've been through hundreds of planes. Yeah, Doug, the whole point of me actually making this YouTube channel was that me and Doug were going through so many airplanes, and I was going through so many airplanes, buying, selling, trading, flipping them, and grabbing something else, that I was like, man, probably after flying about 30 or 40, 50, 60 airplanes, I was like, man, I've flown all these airplanes and I don't have anything to show for it. So I was like, let me start videotaping it. And so I watched some of the guys like, Pilot Ryan and, like Jeff's Customs and a couple of the other popular guys, Essential RC, watching those dudes. And I'm like, man, that's pretty fun. So I decided to start kind of like doing the videos and seeing what happens. And I didn't know it was going to take off like this. So it's been fun. LJ, man, your channel's like blowing up too. I've seen, you're getting the same momentum that we have. So it's pretty interesting. It's cool to see that. Hamilton too. Normally Hamilton checks in, but I don't know where he's at. He must be doing daddy duties. But yeah, absolutely, man. His channel's picking up speed too. So it's nice to see the new guys come in there and get some, respect and everything. So it's going pretty good. It's going pretty good. Let's see here. Let's see. Let me catch back up on the chat. BD, you want the F-15, the F-16, the F-18, and the T-33. Man, out of all those airplanes, I'll tell you which one's my favorite. The T-33 is an awesome flying airplane. It's just a good all the way around flyer. And it's got excellent speed, and it lands very, very, very good. The F-15, that's a good flyer too. I don't know if you guys saw the video, but I pumped that sucker up and put it on 8S, and it's a beast on 8S. Doug, I don't know if you saw it on 8S, but I know Jeff saw it, and he's like, man, it's a completely different airplane, and it flies good. If I had to keep just one airplane, it would be the CZ-T-28. That's a good one. So here's a question I'm going to ask you guys. If there was one airplane, it could be foamy, it could be balsa, whatever. If you had one airplane that you had to pick to take to the airfield for the rest of your life, which one would it be? Let me see. That's a tough one. I'll go ahead and tell you which one mine is. And it's not a looker by any means, but it's an excellent flying airplane. And it's the Great Plains Giant Big Stick. Man, that is an excellent all-around flyer. Fly it in the wind. Fly it in any condition whatsoever. It's an awesome flying airplane. And I converted that to gas too from nitro. Let's see. Freewing F-22 hands down. Yeah, man, that F-22 is an amazing airplane. It flies slow. It'll do all kinds of stuff. And by the way, LJ, I've got an 8S set up waiting for that one. I'm gonna drop that one in there. I've just been lazy lately and haven't had the time to put it in there because I've been tinkering with this and with the F-16 right there, and so it is what it is. David Moore, that 27% extra 330 by Great Plains. Is that the yellow and blue one? I think if that's it, yeah, that's an awesome flying airplane. That sucker will do anything. And I think you've got the I can't remember what motor you got on that thing. Oh, Rodney, what's up? Rodney said the Maul. Man, you can't sleep on that Maul, man. That Maul is something else. That's a good flying airplane. And it moves. You put that sucker on 4S, and you got you something. You got you something. You're flying the snot out of that thing, too. Justin said the DR1 at 45 pounds, she is a sweetheart. 45 pounds. That's a whole lot of airplane. But I would imagine that's a good flying airplane, yeah. Yeah. And the DR1, I can't remember if that's the tri-wing. You're about to make me Google that thing. Look it up. Doug, you want me to hold that engine for that stick? I still got it, man. But your buddy Jeff told me to stick that thing on an RV4, put that DLE 30 on there, and I'm like, I could. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Yeah, David. Let's see. I can't pick just one. You got to pick one, man. You gotta pick one airplane. That's it. Yeah. So what I'm doing is I'm doing the 8S setup that Freewing recommends. It's their man, I can't remember the KV on it, but yeah, it's that one and the 150 amp ESE. Man, together that's amazing. That's going to be something else. And they say it flies like at 120 miles an hour. Let's see. You got some F-22 videos you'll put up? Yeah, yeah. You've been churning them out, man. It's so much fun too, just to see the videos come out and that kind of thing. Yep, Justin, you said it was a triplane. Okay, I know exactly what you're talking about. Yeah, that is a big old baby. That thing floats, man, for days. For days. Let's see. Yep, the DR1 is the 3-wing. Okay. All that lift, man. And you can sit there and put that sucker around, I can imagine. At 45 pounds, it probably just floats. What would you use to record planes in your videos? So I'll tell you, man. Lately, I've been using my Samsung S10, and it takes pretty good videos. It takes 2K video. The problem is, for whatever reason, the software that I use to do some light editing, when I put them on there, it scales it down to like 1080p at 60 frames per minute. So I'm like, come on. So I don't know exactly what's going on with that, but I also use this little guy too. I've tried it. It's a good camera, and it does it in 4K, but it doesn't have the thing that I need on here the most, and it's stabilization. So Jeff took a couple of videos for me with it, and the clarity was amazing, but it was like shaky as could be, you know. So I'll have to come to that. But so far, dude, you can't fight the phone cam. And so hey, some of you guys on Facebook, if you're joining in, join us on the YouTube channel under RCPlanereviewer. Dive on into conversation. We're having a good time. Having a good time. So jump on in. Oh, Jackson RC Aviation, what's going on? I see you over there. Oh, nice. Okay, Jackson RC Aviation said the Skywing Laser 104-inch would be a hands down. Yeah, man, that's it. That laser's a good airplane too. That's one of those. That's a. I think you got a video of it too that I watched. And man, that airplane is an excellent flyer, and that'll do pretty much anything you want it to do and more. Which that's always a good thing. But that laser's a nice one. That's a really nice one. That's a really nice one. Let's see. Let's see. You want to try the FMS 1500 kV on that plane. 1500 kV. Be putting out some speed on there. I do wonder this. I wonder how fast you can get one of these airplanes to go before they hit, like, I don't know, what is it, terminal velocity, or when they just fly apart. Because if you think about it, we're flying foam at 100 plus miles an hour, and it's keeping together. I mean, it's rigid. It's very impressive. And I've seen foam airplanes do things that a balsa airplane would fold up on. Jeff took his extra 300 and put it in a complete, he took it up, we'll say 400 feet, but I believe it may have been higher than 400 feet, but we'll say 400 feet. Reading between the lines, and put it in a vertical dive at full speed for probably about 15 seconds. Thing had to be going over 130, 40 miles an hour. And he yanks on the elevator and boom. I'm waiting for it to just, to a line dart into the ground, but it just pops. I mean, it came out of it and was flying on. It just blew my mind. I couldn't believe it. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, that is nuts, man. So it makes me wonder. Let's see. Hey, Jackson, what's up, man? Good to have you in here. Nice. All right, Jackson RC is coming over to the YouTube channel. Nice, man. Glad to have you in here. Also like your channel too. You've got some good stuff in there. You got some really good stuff. Doug said it. Man, my favorite airplane of all time, hands down, is the Great Plains RV4. That is my favorite airplane. They stopped making it, and man, it's a great flying airplane. It'll do, basic aerobatics and stuff like that. It's no 3D airplane. It's no, extra 300, but it's a great flying airplane. It'll do all kinds of stuff. RC this, what's up, man? I see you checking in. Thanks for coming in. Good to have you here. You jump into conversation, man. Nice. Very cool, very cool. Nice. Let's see here. Let me catch up on the chat there. Jeff, you still in here, man? If you are, you're pretty quiet. Let's see here. Let's see. Just stay away from heavy crosswind. Yeah, you're right about that. So look, Jeff can tell you about heavy crosswind. So Jeff has the E-flite EC 1500, and man, he's been flying that thing all day. I guess it was last Sunday, and it was gusty at our airfield, and we had a crosswind, and for whatever reason, it flipped upside down and it busted on takeoff, and man, it was nasty. And it doesn't look survivable, but he said he's going to try to glue it back together. So we'll see what happens. But I don't know if you guys, if you haven't already, that EC 1500 from E-flite is an excellent flying airplane. And it's a fun one too. You can do drops. So if you haven't already, man, add that one to your list. That's one I'm definitely going to get. That's one that I'm definitely going to get. I've been super impressed with that airplane. And you can take it off and full throttle it and take straight on off, and it has unlimited vertical for as far as you can see. Let's see. It was in the 4G negative dive. Yeah, Rodney, you're right, man. It was in that 4G negative dive, dude. That was crazy. I couldn't believe it. You saw it. Jeff was doing things with that airplane you shouldn't be doing with airplanes. Just ungodly stuff. But I like that, though. I support it. I support all the shenanigans that goes on out there. Let's see. Let me catch up on it. Yeah, it did lawn dart Sunday. Look, so I didn't have video of this, and we all can appreciate a very good crash. What's up, Jackson RC? Good to have you pop on in here, man. Glad to have you. And Jeff was doing his thing with that airplane, and it appears that the elevator, the little foam hinge elevator that E-flite puts out with on these high performance airplanes, which I don't know why they do, but man, it looks like it came off in mid-flight and it just went boom at full throttle. No saving it, man. No saving it. So yeah, Rodney, we had a tough day at the airfield. We saw 3 airplanes crash, 2 unsurvivable, and 1 they glued back together and flew it. So let's see. Do you live very often? RC this. Yeah, man. So I do lives on Thursdays from 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the U.S. So I do that because, I like having the late show. It's the late show. So let's see. That the F-15 is made by Freewing. Oh, the F-14. That one's made by Freewing too. Yep. That's a big boy. Let's see. Let me get caught up on it. I think we had 3 Sunday. Yeah, Doug, your back was turned to all of them. You're too busy trying to pack up and get off the airfield, man. You're trying to get out of there. The 300 is back. Nice, man. You weren't down very long. I tell you that. Jeez. I will say this, Jeff. You can put some airplanes back, man, that have made some nasty hits. I ought to let you take a look at this F-16 I have, man. This thing's driving me nuts. I don't know what to do. So I don't know if you guys saw the video, but this was the one that I crashed. And what I did was I busted it up in here. And so I had to buy another retract because I kept frying them apparently with my servo reverser. I learned that they run off of 5 volts versus the 6 volts. Well, I was running a 6 volt on my servo tester. So you can see that this is, the front landing gear. This was a new one that I used twice and it burnt out. So $60 pops right there. And then, I've got the landing gear for this right here. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm pretty much at the point where I'm tired of messing with the airplane. So this either will become a hanger or I'm probably going to gut it and take the electronics out of it because it has a high performance FMS 90 millimeter ducted fan in there. I think it's the 1900 kV. Actually, I think it's 1750. It may be, yeah, and it has 150 amp ESC in there. So I will take that stuff out and say, hey, throw that into the F-22 and call it a day. But I hate it, man. I hate having this airplane sit around and it's like, it's not getting the love and the attention that it needs. So I don't know. Maybe I'll take that thing to Raleigh Hobby and see if you guys can work on it. Put you guys to work. Mason Jackson RC, what's going on? Good seeing you, buddy. Hey, by the way, you guys over that are in the room, Jackson RC, I saw your daughter's music videos, man. Good stuff. She's got some skills, man. She can sing, for sure. Very talented family. Let's see. You have that plane, but it's like a junkyard special. Yeah, this airplane's in great condition too after the crash. So, yeah, 90% of my hangar. And what's funny with us RC guys is like we always have projects going on. There's always something that needs to be done. Always. So it's very funny. Hey, some of you guys that are on Facebook, join us on the YouTube channel, man. We're having a good time. Just join on in and jump into the conversation. We're glad to have you here. And don't forget to click the like button up there, and we'll see what we can do. Jeff says she's back. Let's see. What do you do for a living? I'm a garbage man for a living, man. I'm kidding. No, I'm not. No, I work in the public sector. So let's see. Always a project. Yeah, man, there's just always a project. Just like there's always another airplane. Like I'll get one and I'll fly it and I'm like, what next? So I already got my eye on another airplane, but I'll be honest with you guys, man. I'm kind of turned off on the big F-16s. I just don't know. Maybe I had bad luck. Justin said, and I never finish one. I always stop and move on to another. This is a terrible addiction. What we have going on right now here, guys, is an AA Maiden where we're not trying to help each other. We're egging each other on. It's a good hobby, man. I mean, where else? You get a good group of guys. You're out there flying, having a good time. You could be buying boats and motorcycles and stuff, but you're out enjoying nature. You're out in the environment, having a good time. Nothing is better than a good day at the airfield when everything's working right. You're having fun. You don't crash anything. Everything goes home. Man, that's a great feeling. That's a great feeling. In a couple more minutes, we'll have some of my some of my friends from Australia, they should be popping up here pretty soon onto the channel. Always a project. That's a good question. What size is the Ares F-15? I'm thinking it looked like it was 80 millimeter. And I watched a video on that, and it didn't have a problem getting off the ground, of course. It looked pretty good. It looked pretty good. Let's see. Let's see. Airplanes Anonymous. Yeah, man. I mean, it is. It's a twin 64 millimeter, probably. Very similar to the Ares MiG. Hey, that Ares MiG is a nice plane. Mm-hmm. The only thing about that one is what makes me nervous is that our grass field we fly off of, so I don't know how well that will do. But our field's well manicured. It's going to be the same size as the MiG-29. Yeah, that's true. BD, you're right. That's what I noticed. It did look like it was the same size. One of the best father-son relationships ever. Yep, you're right, man. It is. This community is priceless. And so when all that, the politics were coming in and they were talking about the regulations they were going to put on that, man, that was like a punch in the gut. So I'm glad that, you know, everybody voiced their opinion and, you know, and said something and signed the petition to try to, you know, preserve this hobby, because, I mean, I don't know what I would do without this hobby. I mean, I guess my other hobby is, you know, collecting firearms and shooting guns, but I mean, I would prefer this way over that. This is cheaper. But no, you know, we've got to protect this hobby, because you saw how easy government intervention, you know, and the heavy regulations they were trying to levy against us, man, that's some pretty stout stuff. So I'll leave that right there. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Let's see. I'm hoping the F-15 version of the MiG-29. Yeah. And look, I don't know if you guys saw the video of the MiG-29 Fulcrum that Freewing came out with. I know it crashed. It went down hard. But when they get all the kinks and everything worked out, I will buy another one, because that thing flies amazing. Amazing. I don't like the fact that it's 600 and something bucks. I still have a hard time paying 600 and something bucks for foam. I have a hard time paying 500 bucks for foam, but that guy back there, that was a lot of money too. You can buy some really nice gasoline airplanes for that price. Absolutely. Yeah, you know, Jackson, Arts Aviation, your channel's cool, man, because you and your son, y'all, it seems like y'all have a good relationship, and it's nice to see that. You know, I hope I have the same thing with my kids. You know, they get involved with flying. That way I can also buy more airplanes and get away with a lot more. My wife probably is like, no. But it is, you know, I mean, how many times do you have a hobby where you can be with your, you know, your kids and stuff like that and share that kind of stuff, man? It's awesome. It really is good. Let's see. Yes, it is tough to drop $600. Yeah, man, it is. It's tough. And you heard me say it last night at Jeff's Customs. I'm like, I'll hem and haw about buying like $450 tires for my truck. But yeah, I'll run out and go spend 400 something bucks on a model airplane made out of foam. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Let's see. Dale said, I'm now waiting for the DOT to regulate RC cars and trucks. I mean, at the rate, they probably will, especially these that go over 100 miles an hour. I saw a video, by the way. Some people were playing with one of these cars doing those speed tests, and it hit this guy's leg, and it broke it. I was like, oh, my gosh. And the car was getting it, too. Yeah. Let's see. I'll be honest about this whole smart tech thing. It's getting, yeah, yeah. So let's talk about that. Let's talk about the smart system and everything that they're putting into these airplanes. You know, a lot of us guys that I think, this is me speaking, but after you're past your after your second and third airplane, you really don't need, safe mode and smart and all that stuff. It's excellent though for people who are getting into the hobby. Absolutely, it's good for them. It works really well too. I will say the what is it? The AS3X is a must for some of the smaller ones they come up with, like the UMX versions. Oh man, it makes it an excellent flying airplane. So it's like a no-brainer to put it in that stuff. But some of the other airplanes and the smart, I'm old-fashioned. You don't need all that stuff. I mean, I don't need all that stuff. But it's very interesting. It's very interesting how they're doing that. And some people think that they're doing this just to raise the prices. I mean, is it a ploy to do that? Possibly. I mean, if I was in the business, you want to make as much profit as possible. So if you stick it in everything, it makes sense to me that, you could make a little bit more. And it does look a lot more attractive to some people, getting into the hobby. A lot of people can't do like what we do here in this chat room. We got a lot of talent in the room. But for us to crash these airplanes, man, we'll stick an airplane in. I crashed that airplane. I paid $350 for it. And I'm like, okay. But a lot of people, man, they'll crash that airplane. They're like, this hobby sucks. And you're like, no, you can't be like that. This is a part of the learning curve. I mean, I crash at least maybe one or two airplanes a year, but I fly a lot, like one or twice a week, 2 times a week. So it's just like anything that you do. The more you fly, the more you're going to crash. The more you drive, the more potentials that you have for a car accident, and so on and so forth. I go to a higher likelihood of hurting myself. It just comes with the territory. So let me catch back up. I was on my tangent. Let's see. Any plans on converting any ducted fans to turbine? RC, I thought about that. And the answer is this. No, man, I haven't, because I don't have the skill set. I don't know enough about, and it just doesn't seem right to me, putting a turbine in a foam airplane. I know you can do the heat shielding and everything like that. I get it, but you're putting $1,000 piece of equipment turbine in a $300-400 airplane made out of foam, and then you're using what? JP8 kerosene, gasoline, not gasoline, but something that it will probably eat the foam up. I don't know. To me, it's out of my price range, and I don't have the skill set to do it. So I just don't. I probably could learn how to do it, but it's very possible. Hey, some of you guys that are on Facebook, man, join us on the YouTube channel. Convert on over. We're having a good time. It's under RCPlanereviewer. You guys get a chance, don't forget to hit the thumbs up over there. That'll be cool. Let's see. Let me get caught up over here. Let's see. Oh, cool, Justin. You've been doing this with my dad since I was in the first grade. Wow, 1991. That's cool, man. That's cool. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, we need more planes. Hey, Jackson RC, I saw where you have your videos. You've got a lot of airplanes too, so I see we all have the same problem. LJ Hobby Life, I know you got a bunch of airplanes. I know you do. You got a bunch of cars too. So It looks like you're in it deep. Yeah, it looks like you guys have a lot of fun out there, Mason. Let's see. Let me get caught up. It shows you how far back I am. Let's see. David said safe and stuff can give some a false sense of security, make them think they can fly something they're really not capable of, such as a warbird or a jet. Bingo. Absolutely, man. And that's the thing. Man, a warbird will bite you as quick as a jet will, if you don't know what you're doing, and it will give you a false sense of security. You may take it off and land it a couple of times, but you'll only do that a couple of times because you'll do something where you'll get comfortable with it, or you'll slow it down too much and it'll stall. But it happens. It happens. Let's see. Just when the components, smart ESC, RX, smart batteries. Yeah, have you noticed everything is smart now? They got smart batteries, they got smart chargers, they got smart planes. Everything is too smart. I want dumb planes. I want airplanes. All I have to do is throw a receiver in there, and I have to figure it out. That's the fun of the hobby. Dumb planes. Let's see. Having the FMS. Yeah, and the E-Flight 1500. Yep. They do fly great. I do think this. I'll agree with you, man. FMS, their ducted fans are by far very, very, very good. And when I spoke to the owner, Tom, of Motion RC, he said that they get their motors from a very reputable company. So he didn't specify who, but I imagine it's probably the same guys that FMS uses. I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating. But that's what he said. The RC airplanes are cheaper than ex-wives. Yeah, that's true. I've also been told that RC airplanes can lead to ex-wives too. So I don't know if it gets to be too crazy. Let's see. Yep, you got to know your airplanes. Mason Jackson, you're right, sir. Let's see. Yep, it's very true. Do you mean your own planes? That's funny. Let's see. RC said, I've been flying and racing airplanes for 30 years. EF1, Quickie 500s. Hey, man, I remember the Quickie 500s. I had one of those. That was a fast plane back in the day. And I say back in the day, that was only like a couple of years ago. But now you have that, what is it, that V1200 that does 140 miles an hour out of the box on 6S. I want one too. But Jeff keeps trying to talk him out. He's like, man, it's going to be one of those airplanes. You go fast and fly right. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But I want it. Wants and needs. T-34 Mentors are awesome flying airplanes. Buzzwords. Yeah, you're right. The smart thing. Is it a gimmick? Yeah. Is it a buzzword? Yeah, it is. You tell somebody, yeah, it's a smart plane. It's got GPS in it. They put GPS in that little cub. Why would you do that? Because you can. But it's what most people end up doing, like Jeff did. Jeff had one. They were just disabling it because it was causing some problems. And some people that are getting into the hobby with the GPS units that are sitting there, they don't have the skill set that we do in here to know how to fly and kind of deal with the electronics. Man, that learning curve is kind of stiff if you're not familiar with it. Let's see. Jeff 84. We've got an 8-year-old flying F-16 in safe mode at our field. Yeah, and he flies it good too, man. And that's what that safe mode is for. For him, he's going to have good confidence. But if you watch how he flies, he's already above the curve, man. I told you the last time we were talking, I was like, man, he's going to be a good pilot. He pays attention. He lands good. He does good, man. I was impressed. I mean, with safe, and I guarantee you this, you took safe mode off, he probably would be able to do the same thing that he's doing too. He's going to be a good little pilot. And I like to see the kids there. That's the next generation, man. That's what keeps this thing going. I'll be 40 this year, and I feel like an old timer in the game. Let's see. That EC 1500 flies great, but she hits a little different than the others. Yeah, that's for sure. She went in hard, dude. Scat Cat. I remember the Scat Cat too. I had one. Nothing worse than crashing someone else's airplane. Yeah, Jeff, you remember when that time when Doug was like, "You crashed his airplane, you gonna buy it?" Hey, Hamilton's Hangar, what's up, man? Good to see you in here. I was just talking about you earlier. I was surprised that you hadn't popped in there. I told everybody you're probably doing daddy duty or something like that. And I was watching a couple of your videos just recently. Let's see. Now the Flex is the Flex or 8. Yeah, that's very, very good. Yep. Yeah, man. That EC 1500 is a beast. Good to have Hamilton's Hangar in the room too, guys. If you get a chance, check out his page too. He's got some good stuff, and he does a good job with the airplanes. He really does. Glad to have you in the room, man. It's the late show, man. It's 10:31. You know, we'll push on till maybe 11 o'clock. You know, it's funny because all of us in the States, you know, we're like, you know, it's getting kind of late. And then the guys across overseas, you know, they're just up and about, and they'll pop on and they're like, "What, you're going to get off?" And I'm like, "Dude, I have to go to bed." Let's see. Yeah, cool, man. Yep. Yep. We do the small groups. This is this is the small groups on Thursday. And I like that we have a nice little core here. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. He sent my text. He's eating breakfast. Let's see. That's so funny. Yeah, man. That's right. So where is everybody from in here? I know we've got Maryland in here. We've got Texas. Hamilton, I know you're Midwest. Doug is temporarily in Mississippi. Trucker Doug up there. Jeff's over here in North Carolina with me. Central Illinois. Okay. Okay, yeah. Man, you guys look like y'all been getting pounded with some snow, some wintry weather. I like going to be close. Yep. Talking about the lottery. Hey, I'll go ahead and tell you. If I hit that lottery, first order of business that I'm doing is buying an airfield. Second order of business is buying a warehouse to buy airplanes. And I'm buying any and everything that I can fly. And probably get a real airplane. And then I'll invest it and live off of the compound interest. Yeah, that's cool. Oh, D Shoemaker is a trucker. He's out there on the road. He's tuning in from the roadside. I like that. That's my buddy. Just the cold now. The snow is gone. That's cool, man. Yeah, you guys, man, I complain about flying in 40 and 50 weather, and you guys are out there when it's like in the teens. You know, that's pretty crazy. That's dedication right there. And then we've got, LJ over there in Texas where it's still warm down there, but they get hit with snow every now and then. Oh, Shoemaker. All right, Mason. Good having you check in, buddy. Let's see. Yep. BD in Tennessee, that's kind of my cutoff. 50 degrees is my cutoff. Anything lower than that for me is just not comfortable. Like I was flying, I guess me and Jeff were out there flying the last time I made a video, and we were doing a recording session, and like it was cold. It was cold enough that I took I took the Scorpion up. I don't know if you guys saw the Scorpion video that I did. That's another awesome flying airplane. That surprised me because I didn't think it was going to be that great of a flyer. And I took it out of the box, and I didn't think much of it, but I noticed, I was like, man, this thing's super light, very, very light. And I threw the battery in it, and I was like, man, this airplane's just still light, with the battery in it. And that thing rotates in like 200 feet, and it moves. It flies really, really well. So which makes me want to get the 90 millimeter. So that'll be the next one that I get. We'll see if the 90 flies as good as the 80. Probably not, but I could be wrong. So we'll see. We'll see. Definitely. One person in Maryland, I know they hit that Powerball last night, man. 7 million. I will settle for that. Jeez. Let's see. What's my favorite jet to fly in my hangar? Out of the jets, man, that's a tough question. The first jet that came to my mind, and it's not a looker, but it's the de Havilland, the Comet. That, not the Comet. It's the de Havilland. What is that thing, dude? Oh man, I can't believe I'm drawing a blank. What is that thing? It looks like a football. Jeff calls it the football, the flying football, but it's the de Havilland, the Venom. Boom, that's what it is. Yep, you're right. The Venom, that's it. Man, I swear that Venom is the best flying airplane. And it's got a ton of power, man. It's got a ton of power out of that thing. The second favorite that I would have to say would be the Avanti. That airplane is a good all the way, all around flyer. Everybody knows about the Avantis, man. They're just a great plane. But that Venom, man, it doesn't look like much, and it's a bouncer on landings. If you don't pay attention, it'll do that 3 bounce thing because it's the landing gear like this high from the ground. But that thing flies good, man. So Hamilton, if you haven't got one, get it. Yeah, I have the high performance version, and I had the standard version. I did a video of it, and it was okay. But I got the high performance version, and it's a completely different monster. It'll fly, and you get like almost, I'm not kidding you, anywhere from like 4.5 to 5 minutes of flight time out of that thing, and you get excellent flight time with the 4,000 milliamp 6S, and I stuffed the 5200 in it, and it flew the same. There was no difference whatsoever. Didn't worry about the CG, none of that stuff, because the battery bay is such that you can't move it but so much. I think, it's like maybe 2 millimeters of movement in there. Definitely a good flyer. See you, Jackson. Thanks for stopping in there, buddy. But it sounds very, very good. Yeah, I was disappointed with the Outrunner, man. I'll be honest with you. And I like that Freewing is doing the high performance versions of their airplanes. I really want to get the what is that thing? They have another one that's out there. I can't remember, but it was an oldie, and it was one of the first ones. It wasn't the Supers. What was that thing? Golly, it's red and white. You got to make me go on to the page and look at it. But they just came out with a high performance version of it. It's an oldie and a goodie. And let me see. And earlier I was talking about the sleeper airplane that they have is that Focke-Wulf TA-152. And it's like $229. You can't beat it. Let's see here. Let's see. It was man, this is like one of the first jets that I ever bought from Motion RC. And that's what I learned how to fly on. And it is the Stinger 90, man. That Stinger 90 is a good flying airplane. That's another one that will surprise you. That Stinger 90 is a good flying airplane. And it lands good. It's super stable. It flies like the Sabre, but it has the speed of the Avanti. And some people say it's faster. I don't know. Let me catch up in the chat. And it does, yeah, Carl, you're right. That Venom does sound like a real turbine as it goes by. If you listen to it in the video, you're like, man, that thing sounds like a little P80. It really does. Let's see. Yep, Dell, that Freewing F-86, that is a fun airplane, and it flies awesome. It's all around flyer. Here's the problem with Freewing. Here's the problem. All their airplanes are pretty much good flyers. The F-104, I don't know about that. Those little short stubby wings really scare me. I'd be up for the challenge, though. I'd be up for the challenge. But I fly off of grass, and I don't think I've watched videos, and it doesn't seem to do very well off of grass. But the F-16 was one I was kind of, sketchy about. But when it was flying, it was a good flyer, and it landed really good. Surprisingly, it crashed because I stalled. It really was flying, and then I got it so slow, it just. Eventually, they'll just be normal versions. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's true. It's true. Hamilton, what's the 190 millimeter that you have? I'm wondering. See, yeah, that 104 definitely needs pavement. Yeah, it looks like it does. And like I said, that airplane is a little intimidating when you look at it because it looks like it's got the same landing gear, my F-16 has. And they look like they're really tight. And it looks like it's kind of squirrely on the ground. And it looks like it doesn't have very good low-speed characteristics. So that just to me is a a pushing for crashing, And I don't mind crashing airplanes, to be honest. Yeah, man, I did. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with this gear, man. I'm about to give up on this airplane. I don't know. Or I'll hand launch it. I don't know what to do with it. I'll have to figure it out. I'll probably just have a woosah moment and just chill out for a little bit and drink what's in this cup. Let's see. Okay, you have that's right. You do have the 90 millimeter F-16. So look, this is the problem. Maybe you can help me out. So the problem I'm having is I need to replace the motor on the front landing gear, but man, that thing's tough. It looks like I'm gonna have to pound the pin out or some, with a hammer. I don't know. But I'm having problems with the landing gear not retracting properly. So the Outrunner, though, is sadly underpowered. Yeah, so the one I have has a hopped up FMS. Man, I don't know what KV that thing is, but it's a high performance version, and it has a 150 amp ESC. The guy who I purchased it from, I bought it secondhand. He went ahead and put an FMS in there because he said the same thing you did. It was underpowered, and it took off fine, And when it was flying, it had plenty of power, plenty of juice. So let's see. Okay, so you had to pound yours out before and then replacing the strut. Okay, cool. So where is mine? So you're talking about, stay right there. You might be helpful here. So let's see here. This is the cool thing about this hobby is everybody, you can't know everything in this hobby. That's the cool thing. It's always constantly evolving, and you'll never learn everything. And you'll have some people that will know a lot about a little in this thing, but it's almost impossible to know everything. But Hamilton, you're talking about you had to hammer this little pin out, right? And I assume that little hole right there, yeah, that hole right there, you stuck a pin in there and you just hit it with the hammer and it finally slid on out, right? After you took the set screws out. Is that right? Let's see. I think that's what you did. Okay. Awesome, man. Super appreciative for that information. Yeah. You may have probably made me a less frustrated dude, and that airplane may fly because of the information you just gave me. So thank you so much. Super helpful. Super helpful. Yeah, those pins are tough. And I'm like, when they send you this stuff, look, they send it to you like this. They send it to you like this. And there's no instructions in there, you know. I'm like a knuckle dragger. You're gonna have to give me some instructions. So, but anyway, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So, and try not to overdo it. But she needs force. Yeah, I will. That's a problem. I'm a little heavy-handed at times. So it is what it is. Man, that light's kind of bright. There we go. Oh, nice. Nice. I feel like all I need to do is get some Cavassier and it'd be like the ladies' man in here. But and also I've got my snack here of choice here. Peanut M&Ms are my favorite. But so let's talk about this. So I saw on Facebook the Freewing, the griping. So this dude did a couple of speed trials with the GPS units that you can put in there. LJ Hobby Life, you did a couple of them too, right? And it looks like you had pretty good success with yours. But this dude was getting 120 miles an hour consistently. And I know the fine print down in the bottom says subject to change, but it was pretty impressive. And everybody's like, yeah, that's normal. Look, this is what it said. I don't know if that shows up. What it says on there is 132 miles an hour. Speed run was 132 miles an hour, and it was on average 124 miles an hour. And that's at the Freewing JS39 griping, man. Super impressive. So when I saw that, I said, I might have a new airplane I got to get. So, but yeah, I was surprised it was that fast. I mean, in the videos, it doesn't look like it. And me and Jeff were talking about it. We were like, man, it just doesn't look like it's that fast. But apparently it is. Apparently it is. Let me see here. Looks like my Facebook connection timed out there. I had to reboot that thing. Let's see. Let me catch up on the 140, 101, 11 miles an hour. Yeah. What's in that cup. It's late. The kids are in bed. It's time to just relax a little bit. And that's what we're doing. We're doing this, and we're doing peanut M&Ms. I mean, I don't know what more we could do. Let's see. There we go. The Facebook Live is back up. Yeah, the Raphael might be faster. Let's see. Sucks battery fast also. Yeah, that's true. I wonder if that Raphael is. And the only thing I say that you're probably right is because FMS, man, they figured out them ducted fan units, man. They figured it out. They really have. So let's see. In my video, it looks really fast. Probably faster than it was in person. Yeah, it did, dude. That thing was zipping. I need to get one of those GPSs too. I have a radar gun actually, made for baseball, and I've used that quite a bit. But I think it's more efficient and safer, definitely, to have that little GPS unit where you stick in there. Definitely something that I need to get. I was hoping Doug was going to get one for Christmas for me, man, but he didn't get me anything for Christmas. I was sure Jeff was going to pick something up for Christmas like that for me. He didn't get anything for me either. So I don't know. Let's see. No, my kids don't play baseball. I literally bought it just for remote control airplanes. Yeah, so because I wanted to see how fast they're going, because sometimes my big airplanes, my gas planes, look slow when they're flying, but it's because they're so big and they're actually flying really fast. Like we clocked one, it was doing like 91 miles an hour, 70 something miles an hour. So, but yeah, man, it's it's on back order. COVID got them down. Yeah, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. I figured if anybody was going to get me anything, I figured Doug would. Doug would have my back. Little shoemaker out there on the road. COVID. Yeah. Hey, I'm waiting for some stimulus, I think we may, as a community, be able to stimulate the economy by purchasing model airplanes. And so that's the plan that I think a part of my stimulus package that I'm going to do for people. Don't believe that guy. He's not poor. He's a truck driver. I was always told truck drivers are never poor until you see them at the shop getting their trucks fixed. Then they're poor. So my question is that I'm wondering is how many other airplanes. I was told Alpha popped in Jeff's Customs last night and said that they definitely have airplanes they're going to release, but he couldn't say, he was waiting for the word to come out and say what they had. So I'm hoping it's something really cool. Let's see. All right. LJ came through, my man. Nice. Then it's on Banggood. I'll get it. You can't beat the price for $59.99 and it's 17% off. Yeah, count me in. I'll get 2 of those bad boys. That's nice. Let's see. Dale said, my top flight giant scale Spitfire move DLE 61. Yeah. I've got a one of the Great Plains giant revolvers. And man, that thing is a fast airplane. That just has a DLE 55 on it. I don't even have it leaned out. And it flies like a very precise pattern plane. Very, very precise. So, hey, BD in Tennessee. Hey, thanks for tuning in, man, to the channel. And thanks for stopping in and having good conversation, man. Always a pleasure to have you here. So thank you, man. And so, it is getting close to the quitting time. We got it's 10:53 on the clock. We'll run this until 11 o'clock, and then we'll shut it down, man. And we'll chalk this up as episode 2. Not bad. Appreciate you guys coming in and giving the experience and everything and everything. Let's see. Explain the purpose of GPS in an RC airplane. So that is to get the speed, Doug. You put it in there to see what the actual speed the airplane is flying in versus having to be on the ground and holding the radar and trying to get it. So it seems like you can do more efficient speed trials with it is what I'm gathering. That's what I'm guessing. So let's see. Am I going to Jet Jam? I'm probably not, man. It's a little out of pocket for me. And, I'll probably not go to that. I really want to go to Joe Nall, so I assume they're going to have it. And I probably will go to that. I'm going to try to see if we can get Doug there. And if I can get Jeff to go there, man, maybe all 3 of us will slide down there for, a day or so and then try to do that. That'll be kind of cool to do that. I know Pilot Ryan was saying that's on his bucket list. I asked him if he was going. He was like, man, I want to go. I've never been. Said it was a good time. I think they could have canceled it. Man, that's a bummer. Dude, COVID's killing everybody's mojo. It's like it's literally making it extremely difficult to do what we normally do, but I get it. And it's just one of those things we're just gonna have to push through it. But in the meantime, the airfield's open. So I'm gonna be at the airfield in the fresh air, man. Hopefully not downwind from anybody. Let's see. Yeah. Just to measure speed. That's right, Doug. That's it, man. That's all it is. That's all it is. Let's see. LJ said when he tries to do his GPS speed runs, he tries not to go in a steep dive to keep it as accurate as possible and not give it. Yeah, that's true. That's true, man. I notice a lot of people will, they'll try to maximize that speed. They'll put that sucker in like a, 90-degree angle and get it and then pull out. And, obviously you're going to get crazy numbers. But I like to do the flat and level, wide open throttle to see what it's doing flat and level. At the end of the day, when there's no wind, that's when I want to do mine to see. But I've been super impressed with some of these jets, man. They're faster than what we think. I still think the fastest jet that I have is that L-39. That thing moves, and everybody says it's fast. I also think the second fastest would be the Avanti. The Avanti is a fast airplane. And then there's people putting in the FMS EDFs in that thing, the hopped up ones. And it's getting it. Yep. Let's see. Dale says, I'm waiting till no mass crap. I do laugh on how many thought 2020 it would all be over. Yeah, man. The reality is you're not just going to be like, hey, it's 2021. We're good. Let's not wear a mask now. It's going to be more or less what we got. It should be tapering off is what I'm hoping. And, hey, I'm all for the mask if it gets the job done and it helps, hey, I'm all for the mask if it gets the job done and it helps, whatever, I'll do my part. I do laugh at people in the vehicles though when they're by themselves and they're wearing a mask, or if they're walking down the street and they got a mask on. I do chuckle a little bit. That's me. Hey, you can do whatever you want. I just laugh because I'm like, you're walking by yourself, man. You're good. But I'm also not a doctor. I don't always do smart things. My wife will tell you that. Let's see. If I dove the gripe in, I could definitely add at least 10 to 15 miles an hour. Okay. Yeah, Dale, flat and level is the way to do it, man. 8S F-22 is faster. Carl, do you have the 8S F-22, by the way? I know you've got a lot of jets, man. I'm wondering if it is faster because I've got the 6S, the one they come out with, and I'm getting ready to hop mine up, and I'm wondering how much faster. I think on the Freewing page, they said it's going to be like 120-something miles an hour. So it's 10 miles an hour faster with the hopped up, which is fast. Havoc is fast. 8S, F4, and all GPS. Oh, that's right. I forgot you got that thing. That Havoc is a fast airplane, man. I want one, but I was a little turned off because, all the issues people are having with it up front. But it's been in production long enough now. I'm sure they got all those kinks out. Oh, Carl Roach got a good deal on his Havoc. I want to buy the one off of him. Let me know when you want to get rid of it. Let's see. I love the FMS fans. You just have to stay committed to that fan in the model. Yeah, you do. You really do. You really do. Yep, you definitely have to remove a little bit of the foam. And it's not bad, but you're right about that. You're going to have to mod those things, not complete drop-ins. That was another reason why I went with the Freewings high performance 8S version of their ducted fan unit because it was just a complete drop in, and I was like, I just want to put it in there and not have to mess with too much. I got a little kid, so man, I don't have a lot of free time. I got to drop that sucker in and keep it moving. Mass in a car, I always think they have to be Uber drivers. Yeah, that's true, man. That's another thing. I see that, and I'm like, maybe they are Ubering. But if I don't see other people in that car, then that just looks suspicious to me. I'm like, they're rolling down the street with a mask on by themselves. I'm like, hey, whatever. I don't know. Let's see, down in Key West, they make you wear a mask outside. Yeah, there's a lot of places here in North Carolina that make you wear them outside too. Where I work, we have to wear one 24/7. And it doesn't matter if you're in your little office space there away from people. They're like, you need to have your mask on, and I'm all for it. I'm all for it because we've had a couple of people test positive with the Rona, and so hey, I'm all for whatever will help. Let's see, Damien, what's up, buddy? Damien said, make sure you grab that FMS 2100. I got the 6S high performance F22, and I want to put a Schubler in it. Should be 140 plus miles an hour with the F22 and that EDF unit. Are you kidding me? My God. Damon, by the way, we are on the YouTube channel, man. Jump on the YouTube channel and spread that knowledge. That's great. Man, he claims he just said 140 plus miles an hour with the F22 with the Schubler in it. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. I don't think so. SCHUBELER. Wow, that is fast for the F22 for sure. I mean, that's getting it. Jeez. Wow. Let's see, I picked up the E-Flight F4 when it was on sale at Christmas. I'm not put it together. Yeah. So you're right, man. Kids, they definitely keep you busy. You got a 5 and a 4-year-old. Dude, I've got a 8 and a 2-year-old. So I've got like the end of the spectrum, and it's like, man, it's tough. We've literally hit the reset button. So, it's it is what it is. I'm at the point now where she's getting a little older and getting to the airfield. I'm having to make sure I do what she wants to do to make sure I get time to get over there and do what she needs to do so I can go play because I need to play. Everybody has to have their own hobby. Like I tell my friends that all the time. I'm like, you have to find a hobby that you enjoy for your own personal benefit. So if you find something that you and your wife enjoy and you'll have a hobby in common, that's a wonderful thing. But everybody needs to have their personal space, in a hobby that, they enjoy. I don't know what I would do without being able to fly, man. I don't know. I will drive an hour away just to fly. I'm telling you, that's how bad I need it. That's what I do. Let's see. Kids keep you busy. Yeah, man. The Habit flies great. Keep the power up in turns, and she's fine. If not, you stall. Yeah, I heard that too. I heard if you get it too slow in landings, man, it'll stall real bad. Schubler fans are expensive as hell, but they are probably worth it. Yeah, man. They are. They definitely are. They definitely are. That's expensive though, but for results like that, is it worth it? I mean, possibly. Yeah. Possibly. I mean, we spend a couple $100 on these airplanes, hundreds of dollars on these airplanes, and what's $150, $200 for a motor, a fan unit that'll get you extra 20, 30 miles an hour. Let's pull the trigger. Let's go. I picked up the E-Flight Phantom as well. Oh, nice, man. I heard the Phantom flies good. I think they clocked that sucker cruising around at like 90 miles an hour. So I heard that's a good one. Man. Yeah, I don't have the Havoc. I really have studied it, man, and really wanted to get it. But I've got airplanes that probably fly harder than the Havoc does, so I know I can handle it. It's just, I guess getting around to it. We'll see. Yeah, definitely. It flies great. Yeah. But so you remember when E-flite was marketing at that it flew like 10 minutes, you get 10 minutes of flight time on it, and it does 140 plus miles an hour. What about that? Is that true from your experience? I mean, both of you guys have that airplane. And LJ, you have it too. I mean, what's your experience with it? I don't know. Oh, what's up, Lyndon? Thanks, man. Yeah, that's the F-14, dude. Let me tell you, it flies really good, and it also flies like a big airplane. And Hamilton, you've got that airplane. I think LJ, you've got it. A couple of guys in the room have it, and man, that thing will scare the heck out of you with the wing swept back. I'm serious. Look, you'll be stressed. You'll be like on the sticks, and you're literally like nervous. It's a different beast with it swept back, but it's a great flying airplane. With the wings out, it flies like a big old baby. Yep. Let's see. And glad to have you here, Lyndon Stewart, man. Thanks for checking in, buddy. How fast is it? I will say that's probably like a 90 miles an hour, 90 to 100 mile an hour airplane. They claim it's a 100 mile an hour airplane, and I believe it. Um, I believe that thing probably is faster than a 100 mile an hour airplane with its swept back. It's fast. So, but it's a big airplane, so that's a lot. That's a lot of airplane moving at 100 miles an hour. It's not a light airplane, so it's quick. It's quick for what it is. Yep, man. 4 minutes on a 4,000 milliamp, heavy on the throttle. Really? Man, you guys are going to make me turn around and get one of those Havocs. Don't do that to me. That's nice. I've been looking at that thing for a long time. Hamilton, thanks for having me, man. I hope you have a good night, buddy. It is 11:07. I said I was going to shut it down at 11 o'clock. We might ride a couple more minutes. Wow. But thanks for stepping in. I'll see you next week too, buddy. Awesome. But yeah, I'm seriously thinking about picking up one and seeing how that goes. 5,000 milliamp HRPs. Yeah, that's what I run. I got a bunch of 5,000s and a bunch of 4,000s. And man, I tell you what, the HRBs were the best kept secret on Amazon. And then word got out, and I noticed they started inching up their prices, on those. I don't know if you've noticed that, but I have too. It's still 10 p.m. in Wisconsin. Yeah, here in North Carolina, it is 11:08 p.m., sir. So it is it's getting up there. It's getting up there. But no, man, it's been a great time. I'm glad you guys stopped in. Let's see, just ordered two the other day for $125. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. CNHLs are excellent lipos, man. And those HRBs, I'll tell you this. Pilot Ryan said it the other day. Dude, he's been smashing around on some lipos for 2 years. I've got those that I've been hard on. And I've had them for over a year, and they're still chugging along. I crashed those HRBs in that MiG-29, and they were fine, and they are still doing fine. So, no puffies whatsoever. Lyndon Stewart, let's see. I'm from Ghana in South America. Oh, Guyana in South America. We're the only English-speaking country in South America. I'm the president of the Ghana Model Planes Association. That's awesome, man. That's good stuff. That's how it starts, And you'd be surprised how that kind of stuff takes off, That's very cool. Model Planes Association, very cool. So here in the States, we have the AMA, Aero Modelers Association. And so it sounds like you've got something that you're running up over there. That's cool. You're getting you could be very influential in that growing into something even larger in that South American country, man. That's very good. That's awesome. That's very good. Yeah. Here we have a lot of groups actually that are helping out, but the AMA is by far one of the best ones. That's cool, Guyana. Am I saying that right? Guyana? Guyana? That's cool. I did not know that was the only English-speaking country in South America. That's cool, man. But yeah. So, man, that Havoc. You guys got me. You got me thinking about the Havoc again. I'm torn between my next purchase, either between the Havoc, the V1200, or whatever that thing is. They're at 140 mile an hour airplane, or that TA 150. I want to try that. The only thing is with the prop planes for me is that I need the noise, the excitement when you're flying it. So the difference is with the jets is that you have the noise, you got the power. It's a full course meal versus flying the electric airplanes. It's quiet. It's very quiet. So, but man, that's awesome. Super thinking about the Havoc. Let's see. You've got the Carbon Z150. That's an awesome flying airplane. LJ Hobby Life did a video on that thing. And I've got one too. That's a great flying airplane, and it's a big one too. That's a good size one. Let's see. The Apprentice 15E. Of course, that's an excellent flying airplane. That's a go-to. And two FMS 182 Cessnas and the B-26 Bomber. So you've got you a nice setup, man. But that Carbon Z150, that thing will do a lot of stuff, and it flies really, really well. That thing knife edges well, flat spins, snaps. That's a good all-around flyer. That's a really good all-around flyer. Yeah, I love it too. Jeff had that same airplane, and he was flying it, and I think he sold it, and I think he had some seller's remorse there when he sold that airplane because he was like, man, I like that airplane. I was like, yeah, it's a good flyer. You definitely have to keep a top wing or two in your hangar for sure. For sure. But look, guys, it looks like it's come to that time. The time is now 11:13 p.m. Eastern time. I think we're going to shut it down, man. I got to work in the morning. Got to get a little early start. And I just want to tell you guys, thank you for joining in to the channel. Thanks for tuning to the videos. Like I said, we'll do this every Thursday, 9:30. I've had a couple people approach me and they'll say, man, can you please do it at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock? And I'm like, I'll think about it. I'll see. But, for episode number 2, I just wanted to start off a little small and didn't want to really put it out on anybody else's channels just yet. And kind of work the kinks out. Now that I got this going, I think everything's going to be good here. We can roll on. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And like I said, I hope you guys have a great night. Thanks for tuning in. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next week. Take care and keep them flying.